Let's discuss hydrogen bonding and the effect of hydrogen bonding on various properties of molecules. The molecules that can undergo hydrogen bonding must contain electronegative atom with polar bond and unshared electron pairs like oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, chlorine, and sulfur. Secondly, the molecules that contain hydrogen atom covalently bonded to electronegative atom can undergo hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen atom bonded with oxygen, fluorine, nitrogen, and to the lesser extent sulfur and chlorine can undergo hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding has diverse effects on the various properties of molecules like boiling point, solubility, acidity, viscosity, refractive index, and many more. So let's talk about few of them and firstly discuss the effect of hydrogen bonding on boiling point of molecules. For this, let's compare the boiling point of ammonia and water. One ammonia molecule contains one lone pair and three NH bonds where hydrogen is highly partially positively charged. This lone pair on nitrogen in ammonia molecule can attract the hydrogen of the other ammonia molecule making a hydrogen bond. On the other hand, one water molecule contains two lone pairs and two OH bonds where hydrogen is highly partially positively charged. So this hydrogen can undergo hydrogen bonding. The lone pairs on oxygen atom attract the hydrogens of the other water molecule making hydrogen bonds. One water molecule can make an average of two hydrogen bonds. As there is a greater number of hydrogen bonding in water than ammonia, so boiling point of water is greater than that of ammonia. We need more heat to break the intermolecular forces between the water molecule than in the case of ammonia. This intermolecular association is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which is also known as the association. In the case of hydrogen fluoride, the hydrogen is bonded with the fluorine and fluorine contains three lone pairs. So these three lone pairs can attract the hydrogen of other hydrogen fluoride molecule like this. This hydrogen is also attracted by the lone pairs of fluorine. Same is the case with this hydrogen, making a zigzag type geometry of the molecule. HF has also lower boiling point than that of water because it is making less number of hydrogen bonding than that of water. Other than the inorganic molecules, the hydrogen bonding is also present in the organic molecules in alcohols, where OH bond is highly polar and oxygen contains lone pair. So the molecules of alcohols are associated with hydrogen bonding. In the case of carboxylic acids, there is an oxygen of carbonyl group having lone pairs and this OH is highly polarized with hydrogen having partial positive charge. So two acetic acid molecules can be dimerized. The oxygen of carbonyl group attracting the hydrogen of OH group of the other acetic acid, dimerizing the acetic acid molecule. Hydrogen bonding has diverse application in the existence and stability of various molecules like DNA, where the purines and pyrimidines, the base pairs are linked together with hydrogen bonding. The stability of food materials, action of soaps, detergents, and paints is all due to hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding is also involved in solubility of alcohols in water. Alcohol molecules become associated with water molecules, resulting in dissolution of alcohol in. Now let's talk about the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, that is also known as chelation. This kind of hydrogen bonding is between the atoms of one molecule, not between the two molecules. It has an effect on solubility of the molecules. Let's talk about the solubility of nitrophenol in water. This is a paranitrophenol that is more soluble in water than orthonitrophenol. In orthonitrophenol, both nitro and hydroxyl group are in plane and are adjacent to each other. They develop intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and these groups are not available for intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. So this intramolecular hydrogen bonding decreases the solubility of orthonitrophenol in water. Reverse is the case in paranitrophenol where there is no hydrogen bonding. Both hydroxyl and nitro group are available for intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. So the solubility of paranitrophenol is greater than the orthonitrophenol due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding also changes the acidity of molecules. Orthohydroxybenzoic acid dissociates and produces this anion. This anion has negatively charged acetate group and hydroxyl group in plane and adjacent to each other. So they develop hydrogen bond. This hydrogen bond results in six-membered ring. In the case of orthonitrophenol, there is a five-membered ring. Both rings are stable. The para-hydroxybenzoic acid associates in the same way, but there is no intramolecular hydrogen bonding in its anion, and the negative charge is not stabilized. So this anion is less stable than this one. Therefore, the acidity of orthohydroxybenzoic acid is greater than that of para-hydroxybenzoic acid. In active methylene compounds, the carbonyl group and CH2 group can be tautomerized, and this tautomeric form is possible. This tautomeric form has OH group, where hydrogen is available for hydrogen bonding with the oxygen of carbonyl group. So there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding involving six-membered ring in the enol form of active methylene compounds. So at equilibrium, there is a greater concentration of enol form than the keto form, because enol form develops hydrogen bonding that leads to the stability of that molecule. This is all about the hydrogen bonding, intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and the effect of hydrogen bonding on various properties of molecules like solubility, acidity, boiling point. Thanks for watching.